Hey, what up? It's Sai. I got a battle with OPOM, but it wasn't OPOM. It was his brother, I think. But yeah, sorry for not putting up videos recently. School just kind of started, so I'm kind of mentally preoccupied. But yeah, here's one. Hope you like it. So I send out my Smeargle, and he sends out his Breloom. I go for a reflect because I know this thing's going to be trouble with focus punch and all that, and then he puts me to sleep. So I switch out to my Meganium, and while he says about focus punch, I use aromatherapy to get my Smeargle awake. And he hits me with focus punch. It does a little less than half. And he just goes for another focus punch, and I knew he would do that, so I go for Seed Bomb, my only attack. And so I didn't think I could take whatever else he had. I didn't want him to go to sleep or whatever. So I go into my Tangrowth, and he goes for another Seed Bomb. And then he goes for another focus punch, and I really wasn't thinking. I thought Leech Seed would actually affect it, but it doesn't hurt grass type, so he got a focus punch off. But it doesn't do that much. So then he goes for a Seed Bomb, and I go for a Morning Sun, get some HP up. Yeah, he goes for another focus punch, and I go for an Energy Ball, knowing he was going to go for a focus punch. And this thing was really annoying. He was really annoying to take out and all that. Yeah. So that puts me to sleep, which that was a little annoyed. And he goes for another focus punch. I switch into my Meganium to take it. And yeah, kills me. The reflect's still up too. So I send out my Nidoking, and I guess he remembers this is my choice band, Nidoking. It's the only Nidoking I have. So he goes into Dragonite, I take the Mega Horn. And I switch into my Sharpedo because Nidoking doesn't like races that much, because this thing was mean to my Black Charizard before. So I'm actually predicting a Flamethrower or something. I was pretty sure he had a Flamethrower, so I send in my Sharpedo to take it, and it almost kills it. But this is my max speed Life Orb Sharpedo. So, yeah, Ice Beam kills it. And I take Life Orb damage, which I wasn't paying much attention to because I never pay attention to the Life Orb on this thing. So I take out his Dragonite and his Breloom with my Sharpedo, but he dies. And I was a little upset because I forgot about Life Orb, and I really wanted to keep him in. So I go back into my Nidoking, and he sends out his Gengar. And this was just me, like, praying. I was like, oh, please attack, don't set up. And I go for a Sucker Punch, and I was lucky he was going to attack. I don't know what he was going to do. But it doesn't matter because it's a dead Gengar. So now he sends in his Regirock, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I send in my Tangrowth, take whatever he has, because regardless of how much special defense I put into this thing, his physical defense is still higher. So he goes for a Thunder Wave, and it doesn't do anything because I'm already asleep. He goes for an Explosion, and regardless of how much of a special wall this guy is, he's still a physical wall, and it doesn't kill me. And I was hoping he would wake up right here. But it wouldn't matter because that thing outspeeds me, and he kills me with Surf. So I send in my Nidoking again. I was going to use Mega Horn again, but he predicts that and goes into his Registeel. Doesn't do anything, and he gets leftovers. So bring him out, bring in my Smeargle. Set up the usual dual screens, and that is death fodder. Once he puts up at least one screen, his job is done. This guy, oh yeah. So I'm able to set up a reflect so that I know all this thing has is physical attacks. I'm guessing is the tank. He gets a crit off an Ice Punch, which really sucked. I really wish he didn't get that. But what else would I be able to do with it? Put up a light screen? Ooh. So I send him my max speed Nidoking with Choice Band, and I use Earthquake. Doesn't quite kill it, unfortunately, and he goes for an Ice Punch. Sorry, I'm a little tired at the moment. Doesn't really do that much to my Nidoking, and I guess he thought his Starmie could take an Earthquake or something. So he switches to his Starmie, and I one-hit KO it with Earthquake because Nidoking is amazing. That's why it's one of my favorites. So he sends in his Registeel again, and I kill it with Earthquake. Yeah. Not much to say there. And yeah, that's good game, OPOM. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll hopefully have another battle up later today. So yeah, peace out.